What's up? Hey guys, it's Jason from Jadren Aquatics, giving you guys a full fish room tour so you can see exactly what's going on in here, see some of the things I've got going on different, see some of the different fish that I have, just see what the heck is going on in the fish room. So my water changes weren't the greatest in the world when I got so busy with everything else, so I did lose a few fish. So let's go ahead and let's start and let's go tank by tank and see what the heck we got. Alright, so the first aquarium we have here, this is the 55 gallon. This is the one that I originally called the breeding for profit tank, and as you can see there's so much fish in here that I am rolling in the dough. No, there isn't. This is where I had the red leopard guppies, but all I have left now are these two lone babies. Why these guys survived and the parents and some of the other babies didn't, I have no idea. And then I've also got some chocolate longfin plecostomus. There's one kind of down there if you can see it. I think there's 3 or 4 of those guys in here. But of course they're all the rest are hiding right now. And you can still see my snail infestation. Alright, so moving on to the next one. This is also another one that I had some guppies in, but I lost all the guppies out of there. I also had some albino not longfins. I had some albino plecostomus. I lost all of those. Now all I have is the panda cories. I think I still have all 5 or 6 of those guys in here. Alright, the next one, another 20 gallon long. This one also had some kind of guppies. I forget which ones they are. I've lost those. Now it still has these super red plecostomus. These guys all seem to be doing good. I think there's 4 of them in here. And then there's also some redfin Venezuela cories, I think is what they're called. One of them's kind of hiding in there right now. There's 5 or 6 of those guys that are in there somewhere also. And then this tank is a 29 tall. This one has clown plecostomus. You can kind of see one of their tails right there. They never come out, so you never see them. And then what else is in here are these are Starabi cories. The Starabi cories are doing really well. I think I have 2 females in here, and they tend to lay eggs about every 2 to 3 weeks. I've probably got 5 or 6 younger ones in here also that have all grown out from eggs. Oh, there's one kind of up on the top there, and as you can see, these trumpet snails are completely out of control in this tank. The other thing about this tank is I don't understand is it always has all this suspended material in it. See all this junk all in it? And I literally cleaned this tank out running it through filter floss 2 days ago so that none of this was in there, and now it's all in here again. I literally have no idea why it's like that and why this is the only tank in all 51 tanks that have this problem. Next tank, this one gets a horrible glare on it. This one has some red wax swordtails, and it also has some hillstream loaches, and then it's got some pygmy cories that you don't see too terribly often. Alright, let's move on to the next 20 gallon, another 20 gallon long. These are, whoa, almost fell. These are some purple Moscow guppies. These are all ones that I've raised up from babies. See, these guys are doing good. The first batch that I had that I got from someone, they were more black. These guys are starting to get a lot more of the purple in them. So these guys are doing good. Let's move over. Let's go down here. These are all 3 of these are 20 gallon highs. This one has the half blue, half black guppies. These guys are doing good. As you can see, there's quite a few of those guys in there. And then in here, these have the Adolphoi cories you see back there in the back. And then I think these are half black yellow leopards. I actually just bought these like 3 or 4 days ago. I had another guppy, a bunch of guppies in here, and I lost all those also. These are the American koi. These are by far my most prolific fish. They seem to do fantastic. They breed like crazy. Those guys are doing really good. Oh, and back here in the back on this tank, I've got these, I think it's called an inspector plecostomus or something that I got back. I think there's 3 of them in here. They've grown about twice the size from when I had them before. They're really beautiful with black with white polka dots on them. Okay, so next we have a 40-gallon breeder. This is the tank that most looks like a normal tank and not a breeding tank. I have 4 gold rams in here. You can see one of those guys. Then I also have about 12 or 13 cardinal tetras. I just added the cardinal tetras the other day. And then I've got some regular bristlenose plecostomus that are in there also. Let's see. Move up to this 40-gallon breeder. This 40-gallon breeder you may have seen in some of the other videos. It had like 400 pounds of moss in it. I had a bunch of Java moss in here, but the moss like overtook it, and I have no idea why. I only had this problem in like 2 or 3 tanks, so I finally had to just remove all of it. I don't know. I had tons of these sunburst platys, and I just started losing them. So I have no idea if the moss had anything to do with it or not. If anybody has any idea, let me know. There's also some orange laser cories. You can see one of them right about there. Those guys like to stay hidden all the time. And then I've got some other 2 or 3 other plecostomus that are in here. There's some L number that I can't remember what the heck they are. They look kind of like leopards a little bit. But again, another plecostomus that stays hidden all the time. Okay, let's move over here to this one. What do we got here? These are some nebula steels that I've had for a little while. And then the next ones, these are the red snake skins that I've had. I've got them split in multiple tanks, so there's not that many of these guys anymore. And that tank doesn't have anything in it. This is the Japanese blues. Yes, you'll notice in all these tanks now I don't have a crushed coral. I'll talk about that more in the next video, kind of tell you what I've got going on over here. Okay, this next one, these I can't remember what they are. These are ones that Priscilla sent me. I think they're like yellow high fins or something like that. I don't know. They're doing good. They've already had a bunch of fry. Kind of see that male and kind of see that's the fin pattern they have. It's like the top fin is real high. That one we don't have anything in yet. This one is red tuxedo guppies. This is another one that I had that was really prolific, and then I don't know, I just started losing them. So I've only got maybe 10 or so left. This is some new additions. If you can make these guys out, there are 3 pea puffers in here. There's one right there. I bought these guys with the main intentions of feeding them some of these 46 billion snails that I have. As you can see that he's kind of hunting right now. I have no idea how much these little ones will actually eat, but these are the only ones that are feasible to keep in small enough tanks. I love puffers, but I hate dedicating an entire tank to one species. Alright, so this is the black cobra guppies. These are ones that I've had for quite a while, and finally got some fry out of them. Then after I got the fry out of them, all the females died. Again, no idea. Okay, so next, these are green cobra guppies. These are another one I've had for a long time. I've only got like four or five of those guys left. Next we have Spanish dancers. I've got multiple tanks of these. These are another one that breeds really, really well. Here's another tank, same thing, Spanish dancers. Some of the females are really cool looking. I guess I didn't clean the glass on these tanks. Sorry, these tanks are kind of spotty. All right, now let's move up top here. These are, I don't know, some kind of blue pastel guppies or something. I don't know, there's only about 4 or 5 of those guys in there. These are some black bar endlers. I used to not be a fan of endlers, and now I love these things. I love the coloring in the males. They're just too cool. Next one, these are some more of the purple Moscows that I showed you earlier. A bunch of fry. These are, okay, I think these are more of the snake skins. I can't remember. I've been moving stuff in tanks and I've got it all written down, but I can't remember which ones are which. And these are, I think these next two are all Spanish dancers, if I remember right. These guys are doing great. I think every single one you've seen here are all ones I've raised from fry. So these guys are doing good. Here's another tank, the exact same thing. Again, I think these are Spanish dancers. I have some called Twisted Galaxies too, and I can't remember which ones are which. Here we have American Koi. These guys are doing great. Here is my funky green tank. This tank cracks me up. This tank was got all green, and then 2 days it just completely disappeared, which has happened on multiple tanks, but it typically only gets green once. Well, this one is green again. It got clean and was clean for 2 or 3 weeks, and all of a sudden, poof, dirty again. There's a bunch of bluegrass guppies in there. These are some more of the half blue, half blacks. They're 2 females that I've moved over here to get them to have their fry in this tank, but they're holding back. They've been in here for probably 3 months and still just as pregnant can be. Next we have Twisted Galaxies. Twisted Galaxies. That's the female in there. These fry are only a few weeks old. Those guys are doing great. Let's see, nothing there. These are, oh, these are some other endlers that I picked up. There's, I don't see where the males are. The males are some really cool yellows and blacks, but I guess they're hiding back there behind the moss, for all I can tell. All right, and then last but not least, we have the shrimp tanks, okay? So in this shrimp tank, these are, I think these are actually oranges that I originally got. As you can see, they're having babies and babies and more babies. And then these are cherry reds. Again, these guys are really prolific, having lots of babies. All right, these are the fantasy blues. Again, these guys have been having a bunch of babies too. You can see them all over the place. When I set up these shrimp tanks, I got all of the snails out, but apparently when I moved some of the Java moss over, it had snails still in it. So it's so irritating because these, you know, these snails are going to outcompete these shrimp for food. So I'm constantly trying to pluck them out, but it's an absolutely never-ending battle. If anybody's got any ideas on how to fight these stupid snails, let me know. Okay, the next one we have here, these are Bloody Marys. You can see these guys are doing good too. This is interesting though. Okay, so we pan out, and do you see how much moss is on this thing? Okay. Oh, look, we've got a visitor. Here's my granddaughter. She's come out here to help me. Her name's Lily. Lily, can you tell them hi? She likes to come out here and help Grandpa with the fish and with the shrimp. Do you like to help with the fish? Yes, you do. Too cute. Okay, so let's go back here. So we have this tank that has all this moss on it that was set up the same time as this tank with the same Java moss. Can you see how beautiful this Java moss is? See how well this stuff is growing and how beautiful the leaves look? And here we have the same one. Yes, there's Java moss in there, but it is covered by this hairy moss stuff. Can anyone please tell me why in the world this is happening? Okay, so next we have, these are something black shrimp. You can see one of them right there. These guys I don't think have any babies yet. I think I bought 10 of everything, but I typically only see about 2 of these guys. Okay, so next, these I think are called carbon rillies. They're kind of a bluish, blackish white. You can see all these guys, they've had a bunch of babies also. And again, you can see snails all over the place. Gosh, I used to like snails at first, and now I absolutely hate them. They're just out of control. Oh, are you saying hi again? Oh, you saying hi again? Pull this pacifier out. Say hi. Look how dirty you are. Did you just eat an ice cream? Yeah. All right, here you go. And the last 2 tanks, these don't have anything in them yet. I actually have shrimp ordered for these, no, last 3 tanks. So I've got 3 tanks left here that I'm gonna have some shrimp ordered and get these bad boys up and going again. Thanks again, guys. You guys are absolutely awesome. I really appreciate you guys stopping by and checking out and seeing what's going on in the fish room. I really appreciate all the comments and all the love you guys have been giving me from being gone for so long. I really missed you guys. I appreciate if you leave any comments. If you haven't subscribed already, be sure and subscribe. And thanks again, guys, and God bless.